Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Wildflower. Well, it's Monday night. It is knit night. It's voting night. It's gather your knitting, get comfy, stay cool, and we're gonna chat night. So, I just realized I haven't updated my whiteboard. Maybe in like two weeks. Have to do that. But I have a finish to show you. I have a little bit of progress. We have some crochet talk. Remind me, we can talk about the vest knit along that Jocelyn brought to our attention last week. What else? We're going to talk about bags. So let's talk about the voting. You guys know all the places that you can go vote. You can vote here on YouTube, over on Patreon, Instagram, and Facebook. You can vote all of the places if there's something that you really, really, really want to win. So I went with another crocheted bag for this week. Jocelyn and I talked on Friday night. We podcast and just had a fun Friday night knit night, as always. And Liz forgot to vote. That's all right. Cindy, you voted in 3 places. Okay, well, we'll see if it paid off. What was I gonna say? Jocelyn inspired me. She was talking Friday night that for the Fiber Friends August challenge, it is bag month. September's brioche. Just saying. Keep that under your hat. But bag month. Everybody's super excited about a bag month, and Jocelyn's trying to do a bag a week. I'm only in the second week of August, so I'm thinking I want to try that too. And this week I thought I'm just going to go with crochet. Last week we had a knit versus a crochet, and the crochet won. So last week was the very first week that crochet was ever an option to vote on our Monday night knits. And this week, this was the very first time that they were both crochet. Not exactly sure what I was thinking. Now, in hindsight, I'm thinking maybe I should have went with knit bags. I don't know why. I'm jumping on this crochet bandwagon. I'm super excited to learn more skills and get a little bit better with my crocheting. So the only way I'm going to do that is to do it. So that's what we're voting for. Let me show you. If you guys didn't vote, let me find pictures. So I wanted something that was more of a tote bag. And this one here, I thought, this one looked really exciting. So this one here, can you see that? Kind of see that. That is Bag Windmill. There's the designer, Anna Prokhorova. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's not anywhere close to how you're going to pronounce it, but Anna P. Prokhorova. Anyways, lovely design from Anna. It is actually crocheted with macrame cord. That's why it looks so like crisp and sturdy. I may do it out of that if I make it. Even if it doesn't win, I may do both of these bags because I like them both. But wool is what I'm thinking of doing. So let's talk a little bit about this one. It is a paid for pattern, polyester cord, a 3 to 4 millimeter polyester cord. Does that make any sense to anybody? Let me see what else. So it says yarn weight is bulky, 5 millimeter hook. Yardage is 400 to 450 meters. Crochet terminology is US. And it says, get inspired by this crochet bag. Make a large tote bag windmill. The easy to follow pattern works up quickly and is the perfect addition to your wardrobe. Whether you're running errands, going to the beach, or out shopping, this roomy bag will fit all of your essentials while adding a stylish touch. You will love this crochet bag and enjoy showing them off. Patterns are in English, the beginner friendly, which I need. The more you make, the more you want. The project works up easily if you're familiar with the following stitches: chain, single, slip, and an increase, a 2-in-1 increase. That I don't know. Yeah, so that's basically that is that one. So this was the first one that I saw this morning, and I was like, I really want to make that. So then I did a little looking because obviously we needed to have two. And I knew what I was looking for. I just had to find the right pattern. Okay, I'm trying to get this to show up a little bit better. Anyways, there it is. So that bag, I like the handles. I know, the construction looks exciting. So there was that one. That was the left windmill bag. Then there was the triangle tote bag. And this I think was kind of what I had in mind when I was looking for a bag project this morning. Looks very simple. Simple. We were going for simple. So let's see what this one here. This is a Yarnspirations Design Studio pattern. There's two photos. Okay, so there it is, just not on her shoulder. So what is that? That looks like 3 squares, right? Put together. That might be more my speed right now. Anyways, I didn't check and see. I don't know when the other pattern was designed. This one was done in 2020. They are doing a Caron cotton cake. It's a worsted weight yarn, 4mm hook, 1,000 yards, 914 meters. Oh, the other one talked about sizes. I didn't read that out. This one here says it's 18.5 inches deep and wide. This one is a free pattern. This Sloachy crochet bag uses easy and elegant moss stitch made up of single crochet and chain spaces. 2 colors, crochet 1 long rectangle with a solid followed by a striped, other solid. Once folded, it creates a cool color block effect. Then you do something here and you form it into a tube. Then there's a handle. It's machine washable, I guess if you use that yarn. Anyways, so it looks really fun. And maybe simple. I don't know. Moss stitch and crochet. Is that simple? Maybe not. But you could probably just play with the pattern. I was going to say garter stitch it. Well, you could probably knit it too, right? Garter stitch might be too stretchy. Anyways, it's crocheted. I vote for the free bag, Liz says. Is that because it's free or because you like it the best? Nikki says the triangle bag. Nikki, I love the bag design, almost identical to the one. Just not published yet. One that you designed. Hey, Jen. Hey, Susie, Amanda. Who else? Cindy and Sam, Kim. Who else has said hi tonight? I see there's more people watching, just not. Oh, Sally. Did I say hi, Sally? Anyways, hello, everybody who is here hanging out on this Monday night. So those are the two bags. They're both crochet. They both look really fun. They're a little bit bigger, I think, than the one that I'm, excuse me. Hi, Elena, that I'm working on this week. So it was totally one-sided, the bag that won. Hands down across all the voting platforms. This bag was in the lead across all of them. We had just shy of 100 votes this week, and 76% of the votes went to the winning bag. So I don't know if when I was looking at them this morning. How do I get back here? The windmill bag. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I want to do this one." But then I thought, "Oh, I don't know. Does it look tricky? Or is it easy? I don't know." And then, oh, there it is in green, which is really pretty too. That's a nice big size, isn't it? Okay, that might take a smidgen longer. They don't look quite as big there. Anyways, I really, really liked it, but I think the style that I was really looking for was the triangle bag. So I really don't know which one. If I was deciding, I don't know. I want the windmill bag, but I think I want to actually crochet this bag because I'm thinking it might be easier. But the winning project that I'm going to start, I can't say cast on because it's crochet, is going to be with 76% of the votes. It is, dun dun dun, insert drum roll. It is the windmill bag. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. I'm hoping it's easy. I'm hoping that the increases are easy. I don't know. It will be a learning experience. And you'll see why I'm chuckling in a minute. We might as well just jump right in to last week's crocheted bag. I have started it multiple times. I have started it and I have pulled it out, and I have started and I have pulled it out. And I am making it out of this gorgeous, okay, it doesn't matter. I have nothing to show you. I pulled it all out. I mean, I never got very far, so don't think that I like had it half done and ripped it out or anything. I'm working on the bottom. I'm pacing myself. So last week's project was the Square One project bag. Can I find it on Ravelry? It's like it looks super super cute. Let me see if I can find it. A couple of our Fiber Friend Wildflower Wool peoples are crocheting them right now. And I was like, oh, that looks super fun. I may try and do that. There it is. So this one here is designed by Toni Lipsey, she's TL Yarn Crafts. So this is last week's project. Doesn't that look super fun? I'm just going to do it all in one color. I have got, this is a wool mohair blend, 70% local Ontario wool, 30% mohair, also Canadian mohair. It is the Canadian Yarns. Where can I go here? CanadianYarns.ca by McPherson. So this is a shop that I'm working at and dyeing yarn at. So I am using our wool. This is yarn. I did not dye this. This was done by the lady who I replaced. She moved on to more exciting adventures. So this is something that she had dyed. So I don't even know. I have 2 balls of it wound up. I don't think this is the ball I started with. But anyways, I have been practicing. I thought for some reason I can do a granny square, so then I'll just be able to crochet anything. Not accurate. But I can tell you, watch this. I have perfected the magic ring start. So, oh my gosh, now that I'm going to do it in front of you guys, now I'm like really worried that I'm going to mess it up. Okay, so I can do this, and you pull this, and then you pull this, and then you pull this, and then you flip it over. So your tail's on one side, your working yarn's on this side, and then you just start crocheting in there, in the hole. So I'm feeling very excited that I have that part done. What I found by attempting the Square One project bag pattern is I need a lot of practice reading the patterns. So I don't, anyways, I was not doing it in a very super quiet spot when I was working on it. And that was probably one of my mistakes. Okay, I want to see if I can get this started again. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a problem getting it started, but I don't know. I'm just doing something and getting it started. But I have crocheted this out around, well, see, around a couple of times to like maybe like this size. Not super big, but the problem is it's round, not square. And the times that I've done it, I don't know, 5 times probably. And I know I'm not doing it right, but I've always just kept going because I thought practice is going to make better, not perfect. But right, you guys got to keep going. So I just kept going. Each time I'm a little bit better. And now I am just, I've tried it enough times. I think I know what the pattern's wanting. So I'm just going to do it more on my own than read the pattern, I think. Those corners that are throwing you off, probably, Jude, I think you're right because I couldn't visualize where the corners were when I was starting. And honestly, this is what I ran into the last like years ago when I started to crochet, is that I just find the patterns trickier for me to understand than knitting. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm just going to use this as a little bit of motivation that I'm just going to have to practice and practice and practice on it until it starts to make sense. You have no chain to, but Diane says, oh no, I have to chain 2 in each of the 4 corners, then continue around for it to become square. That's what I figured out on my last go. Once I had just practiced, I was like just trying to read the four round pattern and do it, but I don't know, there were so many brackets and I'm like, where are they? And I really needed to like write it out or well, I need to photocopy it. I was trying to do it from my phone, which was, so I was having a hard time reading on my phone, reading one line, like a couple of like a slip, a chain, a single, and then do it and then find where I was in the pattern. And then I think sometimes I missed this and went over to here and just trying to figure out where they were putting the corner. I don't know. I'm sure like you guys, anybody who crochets, don't think this pattern is not a good choice because this is totally me as a beginner trying to fit around with it on my own. But but the granny squares came in so useful because Diane, I know exactly what you mean by saying you need the chains, the 2 chains on the corners to make the space so you get the point. So that's what I was referring as I was trying to work through this pattern. I was kind of thinking back to when I did my granny squares and where there were like just I want to say like side stitches. Like where you were doing chain like just working in the spaces along the edge where there was no corners, like just like plain stitches. And then figuring out on my little rounded spot thingy that I started with where the corner would be and then doing my singles and then having a double for the point. So I have done it enough times that now I'm like it's clicking in. I can refer back to this to what I'm doing now and now I'm like okay. Now I think I get what they want. So now I think if I go back and do it again, fingers crossed, it may turn out square. um, but I'm having lots of fun. So this is where I am with last week's project. I had this wonderful thought that I'm like, I'm going to be able to crochet. It's just single crochets back and forth. I'm like, I can just like do that in my sleep. Yeah, well, no. So I like very quickly got stopped in my tracks and I'm like, oh crap, I can't read the pattern. So I'm just going to keep going with it now that I've played around enough with it the last couple of days. Um, Chat's okay. That I think I'm like I am not defeated. There was one little moment in time where I was like, "What the heck am I doing? I am a knitter. Why am I not knitting bags?" And then I was like, "No, no, no. I am an aspiring learning crocheter. And by the end of this year, between the squares that we're doing and working on these bags, I am going to up my skills. So it just may take me a little bit longer to have something to show you. But I'm excited. So I went from a very momentary thought of what the heck am I doing? I need to like get rid of this and find my knitting needles and make this into a Japanese knitted knot bag. And then thought, nope, I'm sticking with it. I'm going to do this. This is just a learning curve. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep going. And so it may take me a lot of starts over and over again, but that is all in the learning journey. So, and one of these days I'm going to come back and I'm going to be like, I'm hoping next Monday, what I'm visualizing is I am going to be able to be super excited and I'm going to hold up the bottom of the bag. It's going to be square. It's going to have a really like the magic ring is going to like close. It's going to be perfect. So right now I'm just working on the bottom of the bag. I just need to make a square because I have to turn this one and only one granny square, I think only one granny square that I did, I turned back and forth. So that's kind of new for me, not just going round and round. So a lot of learning things for me in this project. So stay tuned for my crochet. And then now I've got another crochet project. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to look at the pattern, see if it makes sense. Every time I look at a crochet pattern, it's going to make more and more sense until it's just as easy for knitting as knitting for me. Okay, Diane is saying, and then once you get that and you get it to 8 inches, then you have to stop doing it in the corners. Oh no, I have to stop doing it in the corners to make the sides go up. So don't be confused. Oh, Diane, you know me so well. Okay, that's right. Oh, right. Okay, you stop increase. No, it's not increases. But yeah, I guess you don't want corner. Your bag is like round. There's no corners? Okay, I am a little confused. All right, I will stop doing the chains. Yes. So stop doing the chain twos so that it's just like single crochets, like so it's easier. Is that what you're telling me? I hope that's what you're telling me. Anyways, stay tuned. This is going to be a wild ride on this crochet bag. I'm going to be even more impressed for those of you who are just whipping them out every week. Easier, Diane says. Yes. So, and the bottom hasn't got me defeated. I'm good. Okay, so after all of that, let me show you something that I have finished. I mean, this is my garter stitch, asymmetrical, my favorite shawl. I don't know, maybe that's what it'll be called. It doesn't have a pattern. It doesn't have a name. It's just my one that okay. It's my one that I always have on the needles. This is how much yarn I had left. I have not cut it off yet, apparently. Anyways, I wasn't sure if I would have enough yarn there to do one more row. I might have. I probably might have. But anyways, I didn't risk it. I just cast it off. It's done. I think this is going to go in the gift box or be, I don't know, a gift. I think I'm not keeping it. I think that's the bottom line. It's going to somewhere. This winter, holiday season, when it gets cold, it'll be donated. It'll go in the gift box, something. I think somebody will really like it. The colors are really fun. And it only took me right there. I cast it on. Oh, okay, June 16th, June to July to August. So it's like 2 months. Not bad for a project that I really hadn't. Susie, you're right. Maybe I should just call it my favorite shawl. I know. I think somebody else suggested that too. And I maybe will just do that because it is my favorite shawl. Anyways, it is finished. So that balances the scale between the crochet learning curve and a finished knit. Makes me feel like I'm making a little bit of progress. Louisa's favorite shawl is a fine name. You shouldn't. Oh, my favorite shawl. Okay, yes, okay. Anyways, What else? So I have something finished. What else did I work on? Oh, my blue mitts. I think, oh, right here. They were the last cast on for July. They were project, I think, number 36 for the year. My two color blue mittens that were being done in stranded. I showed them to you, I think, last Monday. And anyways, I had one mitten started. I had the cuff done. It was increased. No, I don't think I actually even started the increasing for the thumb gusset. I was just doing some plain rounds in color work. Anyways, I started it while I was on vacation and I didn't really have the right needle with me. I don't have it with me. I left it at the store, so I can't even show it to you. But um it was too big. I knew it was too big. I didn't have a smaller needle to do the ribbing. And I ignored that that gut feeling that says this is wrong. I'm like, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's ribbing. I just need to knit a little more ribbing. It'll pull in. It'll be good. Well, it wasn't. It was too big. So anyways, I pulled it all out last Thursday at our Thursday night knit night in St. Mary's, and I restarted. I got smaller needles, cast on again, and I have the ribbing done. I was sitting there during our knit night just ribbing, and one of the girls said, "How long are you going to do that ribbing?" And I'm like, I think I'm done. I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to go as long as I was kind of going for like 3.5 inches, maybe 4 inches. I wanted something long that I could fold up that, you're not going to get wind up the sleeve of your coat, right? So I was just kind of going until I was tired of ribbing, was kind of my goal. So I think that is where I'm at. So now I'm going to start the color work again. Now I'm going to go back up to my original size needle because the color work looked good. So my first little mitten that I showed you, I'm just classifying that as a working gauge swatch that I pulled out, and now I'm going to keep going with it. So I think it'll be fine. Um, the best F word. I know. I actually had a finish. Gotta show that from the rooftop. So that mitten is in progress. Hopefully, I'll show it to you next week. Now, I have another mitten. I'm going to show you this because this is my project for Jocelyn and I. So, as you guys know, if you guys watch Jocelyn, we always chat twice a month. We are chatting this Friday because it's like our mid-month motivation, just check in. And then the first week of the month, typically it's the first Friday night. Sometimes it gets shifted around, life and summer plans and that kind of thing. And then we figure out we pick a whip. You guys pick the whips for us, and then it's kind of what we work on for that month. And we decide if we're going to have a finish or we're going to make progress. Well, you guys voted on this pair of mitts. So again, this is 100% wool. This is our local Ontario wool. Did I tell you guys that I was at her farm? Oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. Got to see the sheep that actually produce this very wool, which was a lot of fun. Got to pet a baby. I'm pretty sure she said the babies, these ones in this one pen, were like 2 days old. Oh my gosh. I'm like, this is not helping me with the urge to get sheep. So I've got one mitten done. I've started the second, and this is my project for work on with Jocelyn to have this done, a pair finished by September. Now, we said it kind of like it's not really a super stretch goal because I have a cuff done on mitten too. But then again, we are talking about me and finishes. So we decided that this was, in fact, a good, attainable, hopeful, maybe possible goal for me for this month. So that's what I'm going to work on. I actually am really feeling like I want to knit mitts. Last year I had really struggled getting mitts done, and I don't know if it was like second mittens syndrome. I was all gung ho, and then it was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do this again. And I don't know if that's what stopped me last year or if it was the patterns I was picking, it was the yarn, or just something didn't jive. It just didn't bring me all that much joy. So I am trying again. And it's the perfect time of year. It is like it is sweltering hot. We're having a super hot, hot summer this year. Mittens are a great project, of course, because they're little, they're small, they're like not a big sweater or afghan sitting in your lap and you're melting underneath it. So it's good, right? And then you'll have some mittens done when the weather does turn around and get cold. So it's going to be perfect timing. So that is the project I'm going to work on. The other project I worked on quite a bit this past week when I was away on vacation was the shawl. It's called Bamboo Blossom. It's a bamboo. Oh, I don't even have a tag here, but it is this thick and thin wool. There's some wool in here and there's some like a rayon from bamboo. So they call it a bamboo yarn, but you can see like there's just little sections of unspun roving in there, and it actually knits up really nicely. Better than I had thought. One of the girls at the store said she had knit, I think one of the samples, that's a cowl, and she just said, oh, it is like terrible to work with, but I don't find it terrible at all. I find it actually really, really easy. Okay, I stopped mid-row, you guys. That was bad. It was not a good choice to show you, but I've just joined my second ball. I had to join. I've got two joins on here because I let my granddaughter, she was helping me unravel some of this yarn and I wasn't paying attention. And she was sitting here. All of a sudden, the yarn stopped coming in. I'm like, oh, what is she doing? And she was sitting ever so intently just pulling one of these roving sections apart. And I'm like, oh no, don't do that. But it was too late. And she had just completely separated the yarn. So I had to do another extra joint. That's why I've got a bunch of little tails here. So I think this is where right here, had pulled it apart. So I joined it, and then we've got the second, just started ball number 2, but it's getting big. So this is just going to be this is just a simple triangle. It's like a corner to corner blanket, but it was my original thought had been to do maybe possibly a blanket, but I think it will just make a really nice triangle shawl. So that's what I'm working on. And it's like, so like, I actually really like the yarn to knit with. Usually I'm not such a big fan of like art yarn kind of things, but it does knit up really pretty and it knits up fine. It's a great project. It's not splitty. I'm really, really liking it. So I'm going to knit up the second ball. It will probably take the place now of my green shawl. So when I just want something easy peasy, just garter stitch knitting, this is going to be what I'm going to work on until I get the second ball knit up. And then I'll see, I've got 4 balls in total that I could use for this project. I might go 2.5. I might go 3. We'll see. If I wanted, no. Yeah, I think it's going to be a shawl instead of a blanket. So anyways, that is my next project to keep working on other than the new crochet bag. I have got a lot of projects. If we take a look at the whiteboard, so if this was 36, 37, 38, oh, I did 2. I think so. This must be like maybe project 40, no, 41. This bag, I think, will be project 41 for the year, which actually doesn't seem like a whole lot. And I haven't had a whole lot of extra starts in there. Last week, I did have one extra. There was the New Start Monday plus an extra, which was that shawl. But yeah, I've been like sticking pretty much just to one a week, which is keeping the number down a little bit. What size needles am I using? Susie, on the shawl, I'm pretty sure that they are, I think they're a 5.5 millimeter. They might be a 6. Somehow my initial thought is, oh, I think they're a 6, but I think that's what I wanted to knit it on, and I could find a 5.5. So I think that's what it's on. And I'm just using a Knit Picks interchangeable. I don't know. I don't think I have a sizer here, but it's one of those two. One of those two. And because I knit loose, I wasn't too worried about doing a 5.5. It would be, my knitting on a 5.5 is probably similar to somebody else knitting on a 6 millimeter. So it was good. So I'm happy. I'm really, really liking it. I'm hoping that the shawl, this is going to be a shop sample, just for people to see how much yarn goes into a shawl, and something that's easy, quick, somewhat quick to knit, and very wearable. Sam, if I sent you a picture of my finished dishcloth, can you see the picture? Possibly. My phone may die here, but you can try and send it. Let's see, what else? Hi, Louise. Oh, great minds think alike, Susie. Okay, what else? What else has everybody been doing? So we talked a little bit Friday night or Saturday morning with Cheryl on the Fiber Friends podcast about the October vest knit along, make along. It starts September 1st until October 31st, and it looks like the Botanical Knitter is hosting it. And you can make any vest out of any, you can knit, you can crochet, you can sew, you can weave. So you've got lots of options. Jocelyn just shared it with me, so I've just been mentioning it to people every time that I'm talking to any of you, because it sounds like a really fun project if you like a vest, or if you want to try to like wearing vests. It might be a fun project. And there's no sleeves, so it should be maybe that's a good way to ease into sweater knitting season with a vest. Just get like something, no sleeves, is quick. You'll get it done. It'll just like get your mindset into like, yes, I'm in sweater knitting mode. I can do another full sweater. It'll go quick. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what I need. So anyway, so I'm going to think about the vest. So we've got a couple of weeks, September 1st it starts. So if anybody's interested, go check out the Botanical Knitter, find her post, and see if you want to knit along. Elena, I have one knitted vest, but I don't wear it very often. I know. So we talked a little bit about this, right? And I'm sure I know I have talked about this multiple times before, when I get the idea of like, oh, I need to make a vest. And then I stop and I'm like, but wait, when have I ever worn a vest? Like, never. But then it's back to that question. Do I not wear it because I don't have any? If I had one, would I wear it? If it was a certain style, a certain pattern, a certain weight, like if it was a fingering weight versus a super bulky, would I wear one of those over the other? Maybe I have just never had the right style of vest. Do I need a V-neck? Do I want like a boat neck? Do I want it to be really boxy? Like, I'm thinking like a V-neck with ribbing, like a traditional vest. I'm thinking I don't want that, but maybe something that is square and boxy, like literally two rectangle squares sewn together. Maybe that might be something. I know some people were talking about, like I need to picture the whole ensemble, right? Like a cute skirt and tights and boots, and then a long sleeve top with a vest on or something. But then I'm like, okay, well, like right there, I'm stuck because I don't wear any of that. If it's yoga pants and a black t-shirt and a vest and Birkenstocks, I'm in. But I don't know if that's the right vibe for a vest. I don't know. But maybe I just may knit one and give it away or I don't know. I am much more a process knitter than a product knitter anyways. So I may just knit it just because it would be fun. Susie, I wear a vest instead of a coat for most of the winter. Okay, but where do you live, Susie? You're like somewhere where it's like fairly warmish, right? Like you're, don't get mad at me. I want to say you're in the middle, right? Like you're East Coast in the middle, warmish. I don't know. I don't know my US geography like at all. So, I want to say like North Carolina. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think that's right either. Oh my gosh, I was right. I was right. Near the coast. Oh my gosh, I am better than I thought. Okay. Oh, hello, Pamela. Okay, you love a vest in the winter with jeans and boots. But I'm a jean wearer anyways. Usually my arms aren't cold, my body is. See, and that's my whole thing, right? That's well, I'm not going to go on a rant, I promise. But that's where I go back to like fingerless mitts versus mittens, right? That's why that's like one of my concerns, my awarenesses around fingerless mittens is that if I want to wear a mitt, I want a full mitt because my fingers will be gold. And that's why I kind of think about a vest. If I'm putting a vest on, I want sleeves. But maybe I need to think fashion over function, and maybe I just need to look cute in a vest. I don't know. I think I should make one. And oh, okay. Diane's saying, "Hey, I'm in Southern California and you wear coats all the time." Well, that's unfortunate. It's not supposed to get cold where you are. Well, I don't know, does it? Like, you have mountains and things, right? So, it could. Oh, Susie, she has a great memory. I don't know about that. Some things maybe I can remember. Amanda, oh, you're in Florida, so we don't really have winter. But would you wear a vest? So I had at one point when I used to be married, I had a lovely sister-in-law who lived in Texas. And I went and I visited her once, and it was hotter than heck. It was when was it? In the summer? Was it in June? It was before August. It might have been in June. Anyways, it was hot, hot, hot. But it was also cool, like, in the no, the mornings were hot. But in the evenings, though, it cooled down so that you could wear a sweater. So even if you're in a warm climate, right, you're still gonna need something a little warmish, right? So, yes, super cute under a jean jacket. See, this is what I need, you guys. I need a style makeover, and maybe this starts with a vest and a jean jacket and a whole wardrobe shopping experience to go with my vest. Maybe that's it. Maybe we could have maybe Fridays with Jocelyn could be like a fashion Friday. What have I gone shopping to pair with my latest knitted garment? Okay, that could be scary. That could be scary or it could be really, really fun. I don't know. Stay tuned for that. Hi, Jude, but also the in between seasons. That's right, spring and fall, right? We're kind of coming to that. But when it's a bit cooler, but not cold enough for a full mitten, oh, you're on the mitten kick. You're going to have to, no, that's going to be hard to convince me. I'm going to say the vest, you might be able to convince me. But yes, you're right. I could now, okay, I need to be more open to fingerless mitts. You're right. There is a time and place. And yes, when you want to still be outside gardening, but you want a little warmth, I totally get fingerless mitts. I will give you that. I know Jude's a big gardener, so that's probably what you're thinking too, right? Same with the vest. Protect the lungs and the kidneys from the cold without the overheating. Okay, yep, okay. I can go with that. Oh, yes, we want dish Sam, what is your dishcloth count? Amanda says, I don't think I'd make a vest, but I think I want to learn how to make a tank top. Which is very similar to a vest, just less coverage on the front, right? Little skinny sleeves. That's very that Amanda, that's a really good thought because really a tank top and a vest, not a lot of difference there, is there, when you really think about it? Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, we can see her walking skirt if you do that. I need ideas. I know. I don't think Jocelyn will go for modeling, but I would totally do it. So be prepared. Be careful what you get me thinking of because I just may do it. Um, it'll be kind of classified with me singing happy birthday to everybody if I'm modeling. My modeling and singing are probably on the same level here. Nikki says there was a pattern. Oh, Vera Valamaki. So you guys, I'm having a hard. I need to make the comments a little bigger. So yes, some of these names that have a lot of letters, I can't see them 100%, let alone try to pronounce them. So anyways, Vera wrote in a book, with Hohi, it is called Saltwater Coat, but it is a big boxy vest. I want to make it. I think you would like it too. Okay, that sounds, see, big, oversized, boxy. That I might like. Oh, Diane is teaching tonight. Diane, have fun. Happy making new knitters. It's always a fun job. Have fun. We will catch up later. Let's talk more about the vest ideas here. Jude, but fingerless mitts are long enough to fold over and don't fold to cover most of the fingers. True. You could do that, right? Yes, if you made them long enough and then folded them down, you could fold them. Yeah, okay. You might be winning me over a little bit, Jude. Nobody has successfully done that yet. So I'm not saying I'm 100% there, but that I do like that. Sam, you're at 90 dishcloths. That's fantastic. Yeah, so many dishcloths. Oh, can't help with the bind off. Not done double knitting. Okay, yeah, well, we'll work on that. Sam and I, we're going to see each other this coming weekend. You guys, this is our crochet Sunday afternoon call. Sam may be hanging out with me. I think as long as the weather is not rainy and we're going to set up a little dyeing space outside and dye some more cotton. And so we'll see how fast we get the dyeing done. Chances are it will take longer than we think, or we'll dye more than we initially planned on. So chances are Sam will be here for the crochet call. So maybe Sam, bring some dishcloths and you can show it on the Zoom call. I think everybody would like to see some in person. Well, as close to in person as we can get. Okay, Sally's saying, Sam, bind off in the same color as the stitch. Excellent advice. Oh, I see, Sam. I almost have a finished double knitting dishcloth. I need to cast off. Okay, well, Sam, if you want to try it, I would say do the grafting or the Kitchener stitch. Give that a whirl. Oh, good. Yeah, Sam, that's awesome, Sam. I love that you're asking everybody for advice. That is what everybody is here for, right? Everybody, I love when we all have different ideas, different experiences that we can share. Hi, Pamela. So Pamela's saying, oh, what is it? Oh, the Knit and Crochet Cafe. It's a nice pattern, boxy and great. Oh, for football season. See, again, you need something warm for that, right? If you're sitting in an outdoor stadium. I have to wear gloves for health reasons, Jude says. I hate wearing gloves. Fold over fingerless glove is your compromise. Okay. Well, you're wearing me down, Jude. That's all I can say. Okay, that makes total sense. I mean, it does. You're right. There's a time for everything, a time and place for everything, whether it's a vest, fingerless mitts, all the things, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna do a little looking for the vest. That could be a new start. I was gonna think doing a couple more bags, but maybe the last week of August, first week of September will be a vest pattern. That could be. But we're also oh, what am I doing? We're doing brioche sweaters in September. I can do both. I can, yes. We'll just live in Delulu land here, and I'm like, I can do a vest and I can do brioche, or maybe two brioches because I hadn't decided yet between the one color and the two color, and thought I might just do both. And but a vest has no sleeves, so it will be super fast. Unless it's boxy and it'll be super huge. I don't know. Anyways, um, we'll see. Nikki, oh, what's this? Oh, I want it for going to and from the car because I hate wearing a big jacket in the car, but a woolly vest or cardigan is nice. True. That's right. Because sometimes, yes, you need, that's exactly, that is a big conundrum as well, right? When you need something when it's cold, but then you get in the car and then it's hot and da 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 da. Hey, Sam. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you this. This looks like an owl, Sam. You're back to like illusion knitting, shadow knitting, right? That's super cool. All right, so is this like number 90? Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, yes, so Crochet Call is this Sunday, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So, I will send out links, Zoom links, probably Sunday, Saturday night. I always send them out closer to the Zoom call time. So join us, even if you have not gotten a lot of crochet done, even if you haven't even picked it up in the last month. Don't think, don't let that hold you back. Come on and join us and just give us a review of what you have done, your last couple of squares, or where you're going, what your plan is, or just get some inspiration. So I know I've heard from a couple people and they're like, oh, I don't want to join because I don't have anything new to show. Don't let that stop you. I haven't got a whole lot done. I'm hoping to play a little bit of catch up, but it's just fun, and that's why we're doing the Zoom calls, is just to keep us inspired. So maybe if you haven't done or you're a little bit behind, perfect reason to jump on the Zoom call as opposed to avoiding it. So if you're around on Sunday and you want to join, definitely join in. Let's see. Oh, I haven't. Oh, you haven't picked it up all year, your crochet? Well, you know what? There is still time, right? I mean, summer, we're still full swing into summer, but in a few weeks, in a month, it's going to be shifting into cooler weather, into fall, and kids will be back at school, and the routines will, get back to more normal year-round routines. And maybe that's when you pick up some crochet. So even if you haven't joined us up until now, we started in January, but maybe September, new month. I always kind of think September is like the start of the knitting year for some reason, Um, even though I knit all year long, I don't know, there's just something about the cooler weather, pumpkins, fall, that just really gives you that push to want to cast on all the things. So maybe if some of you want to like jump in part way with some crochet, you are still more than welcome to join us. Oh, Pamela, what is this? You fell in love with the retro daisy square and taught myself to crochet this summer. I have about 20 blocks completed. All right, I think I need to go look that up. Retro daisy square. So is it okay, so I taught myself. So is it a cardigan? So why am I thinking it's a cardigan sweater? Or what, or is it a blanket? Somehow I'm thinking it's a sweater. But you didn't say, did you? You just said retro daisy square and taught myself to crochet this summer. I have about 20 blocks completed. Are they all the same? Are they the same design and same color? Like I'm literally picturing a daisy on there, which would be really, really fun. And you taught yourself how to do it this summer. I love it. Okay. Oh, everybody's liking your dishcloth, Sam. Stitches. Oh, you said your stitches might be too loose. Is this about the double knitting? Yeah, it flares. I don't know, Sam, because Sam has done some and they've been perfect. And then a couple, they are very, very wavy. So, but who's to say that's a bad thing, Sam? I mean, your 200 dishcloth goal is like a cast on, you knit, you cast off. If it is wavy, it counts as a finish, right? It may not be as perfect as you want, but I would say cast it off, put it in the pile and move on and just work on them and try the Kitchener stitch and see if that works better for you. Oh, Pamela says, okay, some have made it into a cardigan. It's a granny square. Oh, like just like one big massive square? Oh, no, you have said you have 20. So you just put 20 squares. Okay, let me just keep reading. They are all the same pattern. And oh, and I use different colors for each square. Random pick for colors. I love that. Okay, that sounds really fun. Oh, these are going to be blankets for your granddaughters. Oh my gosh, they will love that. Love it. Oh, Sally also likes the retro daisy square and plan to make something with it. All right. That is super cool. All right, I have to go check out that pattern. But I've got bags to do. And I really want to do a hexie cardi. So when I started a knit night at the store, and this past Thursday night was our first get together. I had no idea. I was kind of expecting it was going to be me. I wasn't sure if Cheryl was back from camping or not. I thought, well, Cheryl might come down, that it might be Cheryl and I. But I had 4 crocheters come and join me. I was the lone knitter, but 4 crocheters came and joined me, and we had a lovely time. We were chatting about different podcasts. So they were, of course, we're talking crochet podcasts, which I can say, yeah, I've only listened to like a couple, like very, very few crochet. So they were giving out names of podcasts that they like to listen to. So everybody was getting inspired with different podcasts. People were doing some different projects. And one of the girls, we had 2 young ladies join us. They're going into grade 7 this September. So, and one of the girls, she was just zipping along crocheting a hexie-cardi for her mom and was like doing a fabulous job. And she does all the crafty things, sews and needle felts and all the, not so much, no, she knits so well. I think she said she crochets better. So I'm like, I have somebody that I can maybe help with their knitting, which will be fun. But anyways, we had a lovely night, and it was very, just what a knit night should be. We were laughing, joking, getting inspired with other people's projects. It was really, really fun, and we're all looking forward to getting together this Thursday. Nicole, how are you? You've been knitting. Oh, a Breaking Bad Afghan, literally one giant granny square. The yarn shop is out of the yarn color. Oh, I need next. Uh-oh. So are they getting more in, and that's just like you're on hold until you get some more balls? See, that excites me too, the idea of just doing a big granny square, but then like as you get, over that halfway mark, those rows are getting huge, right? But maybe that would be, it's like, that's like my plain squares I was talking about as you're like doing the sides, right? There's no squares to worry about. You're just working your whatever stitches, right? Like your double crochets. I don't know. I might actually enjoy that because it would be a knit night project because it's like easy. Well, I'm assuming if it's just a Breaking Bad Afghan. So is it just, it's just one big giant granny square. So it's like just double crochets, right? Like my squares over here, just super, super, super big. Yeah, I might actually like that. Nikki, you've been making dishcloths for your best friend. I will see in 2 weeks-ish when we go for Marvel's. Oh, well, that'll be nice. I mean, Marvel surgery will be very stressful for any parent to go through, but it'll be nice if you're gonna get to see your friend at the same time. Double crochet. Okay. See? Okay, I think I would really, really like that because I know what I'm doing. So one thing in crochet I'm very, very confident about now is it's just a plain granny square. All right. Well, anyways, you guys, this has been fun chatting. I can't believe it is another Monday has come and gone. Today, this is a perfect way to end my Monday because it started out a little crazy. So this is a good way to end it. I am going to sit downstairs now. I'm going to find something to watch. I'm going to work on the bottom of my crochet bag from last week. Now that I think I know what I'm doing, I want to stick with that momentum and see if I can get it to be a square shape and print off the pattern for this week's bag and read through it and see if I can make any sense of this bag pattern. What else? We've got crochet this weekend, so that means I need to do a couple of squares. Sam and I and another friend are gonna dye cotton on Sunday. Yeah, lots of fun things coming up this week for sure. Amanda, you're right. It's been fun chatting with everybody. I truly, this is like the best thing to do on a Monday. It really starts off the week on a really fun note, just watching as everybody's voting, having fun picking the patterns, the yarns, whatever is up for the vote, and then to chat with you all. It's a super great way to start the week, just connecting with everybody. So you guys stay cool and stay warm. If Therese and our other friends from Australia are watching, you guys are in the middle of winter, so you'll be waiting for the warm days to come. All right. Oh, Nicole's saying retro daisy squares on my mind now. I know. See how we all help inspire everybody, right? It's so, so fun. Okay, well, you guys have a great week. Whatever you are working on, if it's a knitting project, if it's a crochet project, have a great week. Jocelyn and I will be here Friday night chatting, and Cheryl and I will be on the Fiber Friends podcast Saturday morning, and then we'll be right back here again Monday. And hold on to your whatever, your seat, I don't know, and I will, give you an update on my crochet journey and how it goes during the week. So, thanks everybody for voting, thanks for chatting, thanks for joining me live, and have a great week. See ya at the end of the week.